Okay, we're back. And for some reason, it doesn't seem to want to actually see my footage. It says we've got an excellent connection. It's being weird. Okay. I'm gonna try and make it over to the watch. I do believe if I keep going straight this way, I should make it there sooner or later. It's not too far away. That is a Carno, and I don't want to F with that. Just gonna keep running and hope that I don't get seen and or killed. Over that way is Great Falls. Off that way is Port and Trike Mountain. But all we want right now is the wash. Which I see it, I think. Luckily, Juvie, Utah is pretty fast, so we shouldn't have to worry about it's like dying of thirst or anything. The thing we need to worry about is probably food. Go into global chat, make sure that nobody's giving away any cool eggs. You small. This game is really fun. I've not really encountered too many toxic players here. Don't get me wrong, there have been some toxic players, but like, not too bad. I don't really like joining public VCs in here too bad, or too much, just because I don't really like talking to a lot of people. I'm more of an antisocial, picky choose kind of person. I like to meticulously pick who I hang out with, and when I hang out with them. Otherwise, it'll just be me. I usually hang out in my own solace or solitary space a lot of the time. I like hanging out with you guys though. When you guys jump into chat and I get to talk to you guys, that's fun. But I don't like being in a VC with a bunch of people. I feel very like, I don't know. I feel out of control in those situations. Not that I want to control people, but like, I feel like I can't do what I want to do, and I can't be myself freely when I'm in a public VC. And I don't really enjoy it too much. When I'm in a chat with friends that I trust, I can be myself all the time. I can goof around, I can joke, I can do whatever. but you know, I will be in there very, very occasionally. I wonder who else is on, if there's anybody I know. It's been a while since I got on here, so people I used to know on here might not be here anymore. It is, you know, it's Friday night, so you think a lot of people would be in here. Raz is in here. Some people that were hanging out last night are in here. So wicked. Just trying to get my stamina up while I look through here. There's not very many people that I actually know in here, to be honest. Yeah, there's... The only person I know is Raz from the other night when I was goofing around. That's about it. Need to go for that Oro. Okay, I need to get stamina before I try and kill it. This game is a lot of fun, I will say. I do enjoy playing it a lot. Somebody's giving out Maya eggs. I will say there's some pretty fun Herbie stuff you can do in here. Even though Herbies can't technically go and kill stuff just by, like, wandering around, Herbies can still, like... I feel like, okay, so Herbies is kind of roleplay, okay? Herbies are more of, like, I'm gonna sit here, I'm gonna hang out, and I'm gonna play game, and I'm gonna have a good time, chat with my buddies, kind of deal. You know, you can migrate, and you can do all that stuff. You can go get food. You can fill a nest. You can have eggs and have babies, and you know, have a huge herd. That's all good stuff, you know. But you can't like get any action unless you're in a place where people are expected to travel through a lot. It's like right up here, but I can't see it. I knew it. Got it. Fill up on this. There's trikes. People are growing trikes. Someone's giving away baryonyx eggs. Not too interested in a baryonyx, to be totally honest with you. God, I need to freaking figure out where the water is. It's been so long since I've played this last that I probably walked right by the pond. Oh wait, I see water this way. Doesn't take too long to grow Utah. I think it takes like an hour or two tops. But I'll probably be on for a while. Started streaming a little later than I wanted to, but it's okay. Growing up is probably one of the harder parts of this game. Being an adult is fairly easy as long as you don't, like, as long as you know what fights you can take and how to fight them. That's night vision, by the way. I also have blue vision for nighttime to see. I'm trying to get where the water is. It's kind of difficult. Where the F am I? Is this wash or is this like puddles or whatever it's called, or like, I don't know, mountain pond, mountain lake, whatever it is, mountain stream, something like that. Well, regardless, we need water, so this will work for us. When your dino's like a Utah or a Galley, a Carno, even an Aloe or a Serato, you can run pretty much the whole time. Stop for stamina, get stamina, run. But when you're like the bigger dinos like Trike or the Rex, Giga, Spino, you know, Ashant, stuff like that, you can't run a lot. Especially if you're an adult Rex. Adult Rex stamina doesn't regenerate unless you sit down. Which sucks. But at the same time, I guess it kind of makes sense. No, we made it to wash. This is where we wanted to be. It just takes a lot longer to get here than I remember. I have no idea if there's any bad guys down here. There are good people that won't eat a Juvie Utah, but there are people who will. So, you know, figuring out which is which is kind of hard. I mean, if they, like, most likely they can catch you, and if they catch you, then you're kind of screwed. Like, there's not really much you can do about that. I don't see anybody down here, so we should be safe to get all the water we need. We could head to Great Falls from here, but I want to become at least sub-adult in our current... Hold on. Settings. Goals. Let's see. I just realized my mic was muted. Whoops. My bad. What I want to do is get up onto this rock. I don't know if I'll be able to get all the way up, though. It's pretty tall. If I was full adult, I could do it for sure. Easy peasy. But for now, we're gonna sit here and gain my stamina back. This, like, there are points in the game that are really boring. Like, sitting around like this does get boring, not gonna lie. Let's just walk around over here. Good spot. Good spot, good spot. Yeah, good spot. We can see the whole lake from here. Look, zoom out. Look at that. You need food soon. Wait. Somebody said something about a poo egg? What? Oh, there's a subrex up there. Got to be careful. Wonder what he's doing up there. Oh, really? They spawned a friggin' Ava. You can't catch an Ava. I need like a taco or a friggin' Oreo. I don't need an Ava. It's not gonna help me at all. I see it over there. Just walking around. It's not gonna help me at all. Hmm. I need a taco. Shut up, Ava. Give me a taco. I want a taco. I need something I can eat. I can't eat an Ava. I can't catch it and kill it. It would take me so many times. Oh, oh, I didn't mean to do that. That was an accident. So for those of you who don't know, this aisle has, or the game has broadcast system. Basically, calls that you can make as a dino. So one call is just your broadcast, the loudest call. You know, it's kind of just like a noise you make. That would be that one. Your two call is friendly, which would be this one. Your three call is threaten, which would be that one. And your four call is basically an alarm, like saying run or something's happening. And then F call, this one. You'll make that noise whenever you chat in the chat right here. So, like, let's say, watch this. I say, hi. I just chatted, and it made that noise anyways. Ooh, crap. Ooh, crap. Over there in those trees. It looks like an aloe. That's what I think it is. But I am not sure. I don't know what it's doing either. I don't know where it went. It's gone. It's spooky. I bet you the ARC servers are still down. I really want to jump on there and see if I can't get my stuff back. They haven't said anything though. No updates, no nothing. It still seems like everybody in ARC is like super ticked because I'm looking at the Discord right now and everybody's still typing. Yeah, it just seems like a lot of people were still experiencing the exact same problems that we were having earlier and yesterday. Just everybody has a bunch of problems. All the servers are down, pretty much. There's a little something or other. But a taco is over there now. Well, that little baby aloe, because that's what it looked like, is chasing that Ava. I'm gonna catch that taco and see if I can't eat some of it before he comes back. Can I? God. I can't get up this stupid rock. Where is that aloe? Did he just like run really far away? I see that Ava. I see the aloe. Darn it, I'm out of stamina because I tried to jump up that wall so many times. Why did he just two-call? He's getting farther away. He's still going after the Ava, which is good for me. Where's that stupid taco? It's off this way now. If it wasn't raining and snowing right now, I would be able to see where he is. There he is. Oh, thank God. Don't know where that aloe is. I don't know what he's doing. I'm hoping he ran out of stamina. Hurry up and fill up, Utah. That aloe is freaking over there somewhere, and I don't want him to come over here and kill me. I'm going back to my rock now. Rock is safe. Rock is good place. Rock is home. Subrex on the walk around the bank with 2 cardos that look fully grown. But I could be wrong. Hip! A little bit this way, a little bit that way. Hip! There we are. Let me just sneak over here. Do a little bit this. Ooh! Ooh, hello. Ooh. Ooh, this is a good spot. Oh, I'm invincible here. So we got... Is that a Subrex or is that an Alberto? That looks like an Alberto, but it also looks like a Subrex. But I think it's an Alberto. Can't tell. It's got 2 Carnos with it. Ooh, Subrex is running. Huh. I'm pretty much invisible, so I've got a pretty decent spot here. I'm at 93%, so we're getting close to sub-adult. Because once we go from this, we should be here. Because it's baby, juvie, sub-adult, adult. But I'm pretty sure we go straight from juvie to adult, but we have to grow into full adult. So we won't be fresh adult, we'll be, we won't be full adult, we'll be fresh adult is what we'll be. I don't see anything. I'm at 95%. Oh, this is the boring part. Once I hit fresh, we'll start running around. You know, I think I might need to start watching regular show again. Every time I try to watch it, I always get stuck at like this space, the whole bit where they start going to space. I'm just like, ugh. This is kind of like I don't know. It's kind of like in my opinion, them going to space is the worst part of the series. It's just kind of boring, you know. And I do like, I'm not exactly sure where they're supposed to go with it. I get that they need to be in space for the whole like, you know, anti-pop saga, but at the same time, it's still like, you know, they could have made it probably a bit more interesting. Maybe. But I'm not too sure. I need to start watching the whole Fiona and Cake series that they released. I haven't seen any of that yet. And I freaking love Adventure Time. It's my like #1 show. So seeing like the Finn and Cake stuff might actually be pretty cool. What are you doing, Sarah? What are you doing? Hmm? What? What? What is it? Why are you trying to eat my glove, huh? Why are you trying to eat my glove? Just a goober? Yeah? You're just a goofy goober? You're a good girl though. You're my good girl. What is it? Ow! What is it? What is it? Huh? What? 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 Don't try and put my hand in your mouth, yeah, gross. Yeah, nasty. What's your problem? Huh? Rawr. Rawr, rawr. Rawr, 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 rawr. You good girl. Yeah. Hey. Oh, that little owl's gonna die for that. Adult Carno one call, and then the freaking little you or hey, this is Utah. Want to be careful. Keep in this position while I still can. Now that I'm a bit bigger, we can probably go and kill that aloe. There's a couple of Utahs over there. I'm gonna kill that juvie aloe. I'm gonna moidle him. And we'll have body protection from with him. But he's further up this way. It's like right up here. Ooh. He's big. He's a biggin. Gotta be careful here. Didn't expect him to be this big. I love the freaking calls that I put on the Utah. Ooh, that hurt. That hurt. That we're gonna die. We gotta come up here and sit down. God, I'm so glad he left me alone. Golly, that hurt way worse than I thought it was going to. That one bite put me on 4th. I guess I'm still a bit squishy. 1.9 bleed, and there was a big guy. Jeez, that hurt bad. Not good. Not good at all. I think we're on 4th screen with critical, but our bleed is healing, so that's good. We shouldn't have too much longer until our bleed is fully gone. Yeah, I kinda. There's 2 freaking Spinos right there. Oh my god. I want to heal my bleed so I can go and see this. It's gonna be a fight. I heard a freaking Rex or something. They're talking in local, aren't they? With a try to try and kill that aloe, but I'm definitely still a little bit too squishy to kill him. Definitely need to be a bit more careful. I am hungry, but I have a strong feeling I'm not going to find anything for a little bit. Because that freaking aloe is over by that body, and I tried to attack him. He's over by that AI. So we'll have to hope we get lucky. Maybe something will spawn on our way to Great Falls. Should just be right up here, Great Falls. So remember, just always going across that stream and running straight this way. And eventually finding Great Falls. Those spoon calls. Can't remember if I modded the spoons calls or not. I don't think I did. But I can't remember. I know I modded like the Rex and the Giga, the Utah and the Dilo, the Para. I think I modded a lot. I remember I modded a lot of them. Yeah, we're getting hungry. Really hope some AI spawns soon. 'Cause I am hungies. Need to feel the old tum-tum. The place we're heading to right now is called Great Falls. And Great Falls is frickin' nuts, man. Usually. At least it used to be. I don't know if it still is, but back in the day, Great Falls was where it was at. If you weren't at Great Falls, you, like, basically, what the F were you doing? Everybody was at Great Falls. Everybody kind of swapped to being over at Twins, which is that place way off that way. If you can see that like little black thing right above my head now, that is where Twins is. It's just two lakes that are called Twins, but it is. I don't know. I guess it took over. I heard that. Where was that? I need that food so bad. It's coming from this way. I see it. We shall stalk our prey. And then we lunge! And we sprint after them. Yeah, you get spooked? Don't break my ankles, I swear to God. Oh, thank goodness. We needed this badly. Ah, yes. Great Falls should just be right over that hill. I know where I am now. Those, like, little waterfalls right there. That's, like, the last place. That's the last landmark before Great Falls. Nice, we got good and filled up. go see what's up. See who all is at Great Falls and what they're doing. Because you never know. Somebody's still trying to give out my eggs. I will say this though. Never go into Great Falls without a full bar of stam. Because if there is stuff here, you're gonna probably want to have stamina, just in case you want to run away from it. Try and get to that tree right there before I run out of stamina. Just ran out of stamina just before the tree. Perfect. And we're almost fully healed now. Oh, I love messing with my dog. She's being all cute right now and playing with me. Okay. Should be just right over here. I think. Did I get all mixed up? Might have. No, wait. No, it's this way. Yeah, this is right. Yes, here we are. I don't see anything. Oh, that scared the F out of me, dude. I thought I was gonna bust my leg. Rather not draw too much attention to myself, or else I would one call. And I don't think there is anything here. I hear ya. Yes, I know. Give me a second. I gotta take my dog out. She's whimpering and whining for it, so. Sit down and I'll take you. Don't, like, sit down. Good girl. You gotta hide. You gotta get a good hiding spot. Probably back up in these trees for a minute. think the next place we'll head off to is Port. Considering we're in Utah, Port is pretty much where you want to be. Every Utah loves Port. It's basically it's basically a stereotypical Utah thing. If you're a Utah, you're going to be at Port most of the time. So, I'm going to chill here for a minute, let myself get some more stamina, continue growing, and I will be back momentarily. And we return with an Ava behind us. We could use a snack, I suppose. Sight it first. Oop. Stop for a second there. See it right through them trees. Well, that was easy. Full on food. Good stuff. Just real quick, I know it probably isn't a good idea, but I'm gonna try and do really quick. Open Arc and see if the servers are back up. Just right quick, may as well, why not? And if they are not, then we will obviously figure something else out. Any luck, they're back up. Still says there's nobody on, so probably still down. Yeah, it still says it. Okay, so they're still back. They're still down. No luck there. Anyway, we'll start running back down to the water. What the F? What is that sound? Just Steam big picture. I don't know what you are. Kinda got me wanting to play some VR chat though. We might. I don't know. I feel like you can't really stream VR chat. Like, I feel like I don't know the rules. Like, I know I would never say some slurs or something. But I know that people in VR chat say slurs all the time. So the thing about it is, like, I just don't know, you know. I don't know if that's... Like, if somebody says a slur, and it's not me, do I get in trouble for it? Like, is that a thing that happens? I'm not entirely sure how it works exactly, you know. Because if I won't get in trouble, then I could totally, you know, totally stream VR chat. But if I'm gonna get in trouble for other people saying bad stuff, then I don't want to stream VR chat. Because I know it'll happen. Well, we could take the quick way down, but I don't think we would be going very far after that. So let's take the somewhat long way down. Because where we're going is that way. Because over there, that's where we came from. That's where we first started. That's wash right there above me in my head. Over there is the Gulf. We don't want to go to Gulf. And then, what else? Aviary's over there, but usually there ain't nobody over at Aviary unless they're growing. So I'm not really too sure where I'm wanting to go to. No, I know exactly where I want to go. I'm just trying to remember how to get there, because we're not going to Aviary, but we're going to go past Aviary. The best way would be to follow that river. As far as I'm aware, that river will take us pretty close to where we want to go. Hopefully. Yeah, I miss playing this with my friend. Me and her would play this for hours. It was so much fun. I'll have to try and get her to play again soon. I probably won't record it or stream it. I kind of just want to go and hang out with her and have a good time. And just play the Isle. But the past 2 times that I wanted to hang out with her, she was hanging out with somebody else, so I didn't really want to interrupt. You know, way earlier today when we were streaming Ark, we were touching on the topic of people and how they is. We were talking about Mordecai, I remember. And the whole thing spiraled from Mordecai to, like, cheating and stuff like that. I don't, like, I would say that Mordecai probably emotionally cheated on CJ because of, like, all of the times that he kept trying to go back to Margaret even though he was with CJ. Which is super scummy, by the way. That's, like, really scummy that he did that. But, I mean, he did, like, I don't know. I consider if you're in a couple, in a relationship, and you're official, and you're not, like, and you're exclusive, and, like, let's say I had a girlfriend, right? And let's say that I go and kiss another girl. That's cheating to me. If I am, like, with another girl, and I kiss her, that's cheating. I just cheated on my girlfriend with that. That to me is a type of cheating, yes. Is that the most, like, to me, I could probably forgive my girlfriend for cheating like that. If she kissed another guy and, you know, she really just, like, I don't know. It's a really hard one because at the same time, like, she chose to kiss him, right? Like, the fact of the matter is, like, I don't care if it's a moment. I don't know. It's such a fine line. It's such a strange thing. Like, if my girlfriend, whoop, if my girlfriend kissed a guy, right, that wasn't me, and she came to me and she was like, hey, I need to talk to you. I kissed this other person and I'm feeling really bad about it. And it was just a little while ago. Probably my first question was, why did you kiss the other person? You know, like, what drove you to kiss that other guy? That would be my first question. And her, like, the series of questions and responses would, like, help me to defer if I would be able to forgive her for that or not. Like, if she said, I did it because, you know, he was just a really good-looking guy, and he was really sweet, and blah, 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 I'd be like, okay, so you did it because he was this really good-looking guy, and he was really sweet. Well, what happens when the next good-looking, really sweet guy comes by, you know? What then? I don't know. I just, like, it's a really interesting topic. Like, I would be hurt, yes, but I would want to make sense of it. That's the biggest thing. But honestly, when it comes down to it, it feels like there's almost no making sense of when somebody cheats on you. Because, like, you could ask them all the questions in the world. The fact of the matter is that they did cheat on you. And it also, it depends on what you consider cheating, you know? And, like, you need to draw these lines in the sand at the beginning of the relationship. You need to be like, so this is what's acceptable, this is what's not. For me, in a relationship, if I'm going into a relationship, it is a close relationship. It's not an open relationship. It's not a poly relationship. It is nothing like that. It is me and the girl. That's it. We're exclusive. I can't see any other girls. She can't see any other guys. And, like, vice, you know, to say it, like, in, like, just, we can't see any other person. Anyone. At all. Nobody. It's a big nope. It's a big no-no. No matter how you put it, seeing any other person is a no. You cannot do that because that is cheating. It is just a strictly one-on-one relationship. And that's all I would want it to be. I wouldn't want to be in a poly relationship just because that's my own personal belief. Other people that want to be in poly relationships, I know people that have been in poly relationships. And I know that I think they work. I mean, I don't know enough people to be able to confidently be like, oh, heck yeah, it totally works. But I've heard that, I know some people that have been in ones and they were good. But I feel like there's always going to be a power struggle in a poly relationship. And that's not entirely true. These three people, you know, could all really love each other very much. But at the same time, there are a lot of poly relationships where it's like this person, there's person 1, 2, and 3. Person 1 really loves person 2. And person 2 really loves person 3. Who's loving person 1? Does person 3 really love person 1 or person 2? Or does person 3 really love 2? That's the question, you know? That's how it goes. Who loves who here? And how is everybody getting enough love and attention? Because I feel like what ends up happening with a lot of poly relationships is, at a certain point, one of the people gets phased out of the poly relationship, and it becomes just a relationship between person 1 and person 2, or person 2 and person 3, or person 3 and person 1. You see what I'm saying? Eventually one gets phased out. That is like, I don't know, it just seems really hard to be okay with something like that. Not to mention, I I am more, you know, I'm more like I want one person that I can give all of my love and attention to. And I want that one person to want to give me all of their love and attention as well. You know, I feel like that's how it would work best for myself. I just feel like that's how I would go about it personally. I'm definitely not saying that poly relationships don't work. They do. Like, as far as I'm aware, they definitely do. You know? I'm just saying for myself personally, I don't think it would work. Just because I don't, like, I struggle when I'm around too many people. It's hard for me to focus around that many people. And in a romantic setting, like, in a romantic setting, it's just going to be, I want to give all of myself to a person, to one person. You know? I don't want to have to sit around and be like, okay, here's some attention to you, here's some attention to you, here's some love for you, here's some love for you. That's too high maintenance for me. And keep in mind, this is all just me personally speaking about what I would want in a romantic relationship. It would just be a little too difficult for me to be in a multi-person relationship. It'd just be really hard. And, over time, there's things that I've learned in relationships. Like, I've learned my first relationship taught me some very important things about myself. Taught me one, I'm an overthinker and I need to let that be known when I go into a relationship. I need to tell people how I'm feeling and not close off because I do that. I usually close off completely when it's like if something bad happens, somebody gets mad at me, I shut down. And I have to, I have to tell them that's what's going to happen. And that way they'll know, like, this is what's happening to me. If this happens, just know that that's exactly what's happening. If I stop talking when we're having a discussion that could be going into like a squabble, it's probably because I'm getting overwhelmed. And that's something that happens to me a lot. And I gotta be careful about that. And I have to be open and communicate. Communication is an extremely important thing. But I also learned that in the first relationship that I ever had is that there are relationships that you need to know, hey, this is bad and I need to get out of it. The first relationship taught me that. And it also taught me that being in a bad relationship is worse than being alone. Being alone is way better than being in a bad relationship. Because you will be neglected and treated like garbage. You will be giving and giving and giving, and the other person will be taking and taking and taking. And you will give yourself away in trying to satisfy the other person, and they will be taking every single bit of you. So it's very important to say, like, this is a bad relationship, I need to get out of it now. I didn't do that. It took a while of being neglected for me to actually get the hint and be like, okay, this is hurting too badly and I need to leave. Because this person that I'm with is not, is not being a good partner. This person that I'm with is being a selfish and extremely take person. And that's bad. So over time, I learned and I broke up with that person and I moved on. My second relationship taught me that you need to have your priorities straight. You need to let people know exactly what is a yes and what is a no. You need to let people know what you want in your future, and you need to know if your future is going to line up with the other person's future. That is a big deal. It's like there's a lot that goes into relationships. There's a lot you'll learn in relationships. You need to learn how you want to be treated, and you need to learn how your partner wants to be treated. If you're treating each other poorly, things are not going to go well. If you're both treating each other well, that's great. It's very good. There's a lot about it. There's a lot of stuff about being in relationships. There's a lot you need to, get to know about yourself and the other person. And you'll learn a lot about yourself and the other person. That's just how it goes. Okay, let's see. Where am I? Toggle the map right quick. -1. Okay, so the latitude is minus 143. And my longitude is 186. Set waypoint. Okay. So I'm going the right way. Okay. I gotta keep going this way and make my way up to... Wait, hold on. Where am I? Like, I need to know which way I'm going. Because I need to go east. So that's north. That's south. Wait, do I need to go east? Which way do I need to go? No, I need to go this way. Okay. Okay, now we know which way we're going. Which way is that way? North? South? East? Okay, yeah, we're gonna go this way. Okay. Only saw back over here. So yeah. Being in a relationship is not easy. It's a commitment. And, sometimes you'll go into a relationship and you'll both think, hey, I can alter this feeling of myself to correspond and align with that feeling of the other person. Do not go into a relationship thinking, let me change my opinions, my thoughts, my wants, so they'll line up with the other person's. If you go into a relationship trying to change yourself to match the other person, it's not good. It's not good. My most recent relationship was great. I loved the girl that I was with very much. She meant everything to me. She was very dear to me, and I loved her so much. She brought things to my life that I had never had before, that I've never seen before. She showed me what love is supposed to feel like. And it was nice. I'm not talking about the love of a family member or the love of, a sibling or whatever. I'm talking about the love of someone who could be your partner for life, a romantic love. And it wasn't just infatuation. I got through the infatuated period, the honeymoon phase, as they call it. And I loved her. I genuinely did. And you know, it's sad to talk about. I'm not gonna lie that it isn't sad because it's still pretty fresh. It wasn't too long ago that we broke up. It was very mutual. But the thing is, I discussed that I didn't ever want kids before me and her were in a relationship, right? And then later on down the line, you know, we were friends at first. We were just hanging out. We liked the same stuff, and it took off. It was going great. Later on down the line, we were talking, and I was like, she was telling me that she wanted kids, and I said, or something, I don't remember. We were talking about kids, and I was like, I don't think I'm ever gonna want kids. And she was like, that's okay. I came into this relationship knowing that you would never want kids. And I was like, okay, cool. You know, he knows that I don't want kids, and that's cool. And so we continued on the relationship. After a while and over time, I noticed behaviors about her when it came to kids. She would light up. She would get ecstatic. She would think that they're so adorable and they're so cute, and she loved them. And she told me that she did want kids, but she knew that I would never want kids. And she told me that she was okay with that at a point. And I was like, okay, she's okay with it. Let's continue. And after a while of her continuing to be so, like, just really oriented around kids and, like, being such a good person when it came to kids and being like, kids are so cute, I want one of them someday, I knew that I couldn't give that to her. And I, like, over time, I started bending myself and my thoughts about having kids to kind of correlate with hers. Say that maybe I'll be okay with having a kid. Maybe I'll be okay with adopting. Maybe I'll be okay with us having a kid. Maybe this, maybe that, you know. I was starting to change myself to correlate with her. And this is a good thing. You know, you are allowed to change yourself some. But do not change everything about yourself. Do not change a majority, or even do not change a lot about yourself. There are opinions you can change to help, you know, correspond with the person that you're with. For instance, I was thinking, okay, you know, later on in my life, like when I hit 40 or mid 30s or so, I'd be okay with having a kid. Just like, just like one or two. That was pretty much it for me. Well, she was happy about that, and I was happy that she was happy, but it kept changing because there's a part of me that was like, okay, maybe I do want kids, and then there's a part of me that's like, I don't want kids. I just don't want them. And it changes all the time. And I kept, like, being back and forth. I was like, I maybe could see myself having kids. Maybe. And I never 100% been like, yeah, I could totally have kids. Because, to be honest, no. I personally, and I know this for a fact now, never want kids. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. The only reason I was thinking about changing is to correspond and align my wants with hers. Basically change myself to be with her. And if we had continued to be a couple, I probably would have ended up having a kid with her. And I, like, even if I did have a kid with her, I would have loved that kid dearly. That would have been my kid. And there would have been nothing that I wouldn't do for that kid. Nothing at all. And I would love that kid with everything I had. But it's like, there were other things in life that she wanted that I had to say no to, because physically and mentally I could not do those things. And it's nothing weird, it's nothing bad. It's just like there's just some stuff that she wanted that I didn't. And we talked, and I told her, you know, you're such a good person for wanting to do that, because it would help a lot of people out, and it would be amazing. But I can't do that emotionally because it's too difficult for me. She told me it was a dream of hers, and I told her that I want her to be as happy as she possibly can be. I don't want to stand in the way of her dream, but I can't do what you want to do in your future. And I said, I remember this specifically, I said, I want you to be happy, even if, like I said, I want you to be happy in your future, even if that means that I'm not there. And we basically went from there. We didn't really discuss too much what was going to happen, and then we just basically said, so now what? And I said, I don't know. Because I legitimately didn't know. It was obvious that I wasn't going to want what she wanted. It was obvious that, you know, that's what she wanted. That was a non-negotiable for her. And I didn't want it. 20381. Okay, we gotta go southeast. We gotta go southeast from here. So after a while of us kind of just talking, and I'm not gonna lie, there was some tears shed from me. It was hard. She did too, but you know, it was hard. It was really difficult. But we ended on mutual terms. We both decided that it was probably for the best that it had happened like that. And so after, you know, after a while, we left the call, and I haven't really talked to her since. She wanted to be friends. I told her I wanted to be friends, but she said that if we were going to hang out, she thought that it would be better if there was going to be somebody, like a third person there, to make it less awkward. And I figured that, you know, if that's what helps her, that's good, but I thought it wouldn't be, I didn't think it would be awkward. I thought it would be upsetting, like it would be sad, but, you know, we just, just haven't hung out since. Can't say I blame her, because I don't. I haven't reached out either. But I can't say that I don't miss her, because I do. I miss her a lot. But this is just what happens in relationships. None of them are, you know, 100% going to last. Unless you get really lucky and find somebody who's like going to dedicate themselves to you and you dedicate yourself to them, then it'll probably last. But the more important thing is this, that you need to talk about stuff that is more, I don't know, you wouldn't think to talk about it so soon, but it needs to be talked about soon. Talking about the future and what you both want for it is important. Talking about each other's beliefs and, like, you know, what's an absolute deal breaker for the other person. Figuring out, you know, what the other person is like in every aspect. What their, you know, what their opinions on things are, how they behave around certain things, you know, what triggers them, what doesn't, what calms them, what doesn't, you know, a lot of stuff like that. You just really gotta be attentive. You gotta talk and learn, and you gotta be very communicative, or you gotta communicate a lot. You gotta be very open and communicating. Because I will tell you this right now, communication is key in any relationship, and it's the most important thing in any relationship. And you gotta know that, and it sucks, and I know this, but in relationships, you have to remember that being alone is better than being in a bad relationship. It is such an important thing to learn and get used to. And a lot of people don't tell you this, a lot of people don't teach this, but you have to be comfortable in your own solitude. It's something that you have to start learning as soon as you can. You have to be okay with being alone. You have to find comfort in loneliness. And it's an important thing. It's true that you have to do that. That's in front of me. That's in front of me and over there. Something else is here. I'm not alone. I'm not gonna go over to Gem, I'm just gonna go straight to Port. There's nobody here. I hear a juvie, but I don't really want to like sit around and raise a juvie. You'd think people would be here. Like, people are usually always at port. Currently, the server is basically full. You'd think people would be here. It's kind of late, I'm not gonna lie. We'll go up to Trike, Trike Mountain here in a moment. Gotta be careful going down these. Okay. Go ahead and fill up on water while we're here. And then we'll head up to Hidden Lake. Ooh. I don't like that. That's spooky right there. That's a big lag spike. We're not gonna stick around here for long. I'm dipping. Dipping before things get too real. Another lag spike. I do believe it's something over that way, so we'll head that way. What's our growth? Oh, we're full grown. Sweet. If we head up here and find some people, we might goof around for a little bit, but I've had 0 viewers this whole time, and Eat Slick, 12:05 a.m., and I'm kind of sleepy. So if there's nobody up here, we'll probably just call it a night and stream and wait until tomorrow. Yeah, relationships they're interesting. Very interesting. But anyway, the pond should be just right over that hill right there. And we'll see what's up. I don't hear nothing. Let me go up here and take a peek, see. Sorry about the continued pausing. I'm getting pings on Discord. But I do want to see if there's anything chilling up here. Whoops. I ran right freaking past it, my dumb A. It's right over here. And the answer is no, there's nothing here. So, yeah, I think that's going to be the end of the stream, you guys. If you guys did enjoy the stream, make sure to hit that like button. If you want to see more content like this and more, make sure to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell notification icon so you can be notified every time I upload and go live. Anyways, I hope you guys all have a fantastic night and day. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.